Greetings and salutations, good friends, and welcome to Blades in Paradise. My name is Dr. Winston Thoreau, and I will be your guide to the perils and pleasures of our paradise amidst the post-apocalyptic Pacific Northwest. Now, we'll get to the chicanery and shenanigans momentarily, but before we do, allow me to deliver some news. Blades in Paradise is an actual play podcast run in John Harper's Blades in the Dark. We are proud to have been selected for the Evil Hat Games Creator Program. Bard Rock Network is sponsored by Dragon Master Games. Visit DragonMasterGames.com for all your CCG, TCG, TTRPG, and miniature game needs. If you enjoy the stories we tell, you can tip us on Ko-fi or visit us at patreon.com/BardRockCafe. By sponsoring the network, you not only help us provide an ever-expanding library of shows, but gain access to bonus content, the network Discord, exclusive booster game nights, and roles on our booster bonus table. Now, without further delay, allow me to introduce you to my cohorts Lizzie, Sterling, and Max, the crew of ESPN. Enjoy.
Blades in Paradise is a dystopian story intended for adults. Our stories intentionally address challenging topics that might not be suitable for all ears. This campaign includes content warnings for gun violence, child endangerment, animal cruelty, unintentional misgendering, substance use, and graphic descriptions of injuries, including the eyes. Episodes 32 and 33 are also the final appearances of our recently deceased castmate and friend, Queenie.
Hello, and welcome back to Blades in Paradise, now apparently a clip show. I'm Paul, the Blades daddy for Campaign 1. And while I have beef with Anthony Birch for some reason, Will Campos, you and I are theoretically okay. In addition to the exciting expert extortionists at ESPN, we are once again joined by our editor, Domi, for this special guest appearance. Domi, I hope you're not surprised this time. We are going to start introductions with you before jumping into our regular order. Everyone, introduce yourselves, your characters, pronouns for both, and a fun fact about your character. And after Domi, we'll go in regular order.
Hi, I'm Domi. I use she/her pronouns. I'm playing Liberty Mutual, who also uses she/her pronouns. Liberty is a pirate radio producer who's going to be joining up to tell the story of ESPN. A fun fact about Liberty Mutual: she operates entirely alone out of her basement, although she does have a roommate who does not know what she's up to down there.
Yeah, and every time they need to find you in the basement, they're like, Liberty, Liberty, Liberty.
Correct. Yes, this is a thing that happens in the house.
It's just a doorbell. Somebody presses it.
No, it's like the thing from Big Bang Theory. Knock, 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 Liberty. Knock, 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 Liberty. Knock, 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 Liberty.
It was really shocking to Liberty when Max knew that song. Like, she thought it was just a bit that her roommate did, but apparently this old man knows it.
Well, he's been around for a long time.
That's true.
Hoo hoo up, doop a doop da doo up, doop a doop da doo up, doop a doop da doo up. Bow. Benny snuck behind the backs of Procter and of Gamble, collecting evidence of their evil misdeeds. It's time now that the world learns what Lantern Corp is up to. Tell me what in the world is inside of Benny's locker. Hi everyone. My name is Jim. I use he, him pronouns, and I play the good doctor, Winston Thoreau, who also uses he, him pronouns. And a fun fact about the good doctor today is that at the orphanage that he grew up at, there were 2 walls adorned with pictures of orphans from around paradise. One wall was to celebrate all the orphans who went on to do great things, and Winston always envisioned himself being up on that wall. And then on the other wall was the orphans that they were embarrassed and ashamed of. It was the wall that you had to stand in front of when you were being punished. And Winston is now afraid that he is going to be up on that wall, considering he is considered to be a domestic terrorist at this point.
It's the wall of shame, or the scorn wall. Yeah.
Exactly.
To quote a particular series of books, it doesn't matter exactly what you do as long as you become famous for it. You'll do great things. Terrible, yes, but great. Anyway, hi everybody. I'm Justin. I play Maximilian Graves. Both of us are he, him. And sticking with the actual requests this time, instead of going off on a weird tangent, I will say, fun fact about Max. He really enjoys holding hands. And that weirds people out because nobody knows where he got them from.
Damn it, I didn't see that coming and I should have.
I did, that's what's sad. I'm Queenie. I play Lizzie Calhoun, the faithful hound, with my faithful hound. And we both go by she, her. And my fun fact today is that while Winston worries about the wall of shame, we were ushered back into Tightwad with fanfare. Because, hey, we're all robbers and killers and murderers and whatever, so...
Everyone Tightwad's technically criminal, but some of you were just guilty of jaywalking, I assume.
You're in the soup.
Paul's in this. What kind of soup is it?
Mulligatawny.
Yeah.
Minestrone.
Although since it's internet soup, it is served in a toilet bowl.
Correct, yes.
Finally, it's my time to shine. Hello, and welcome to another edition of Blades in Paradise. I'm the keeper, the rightful heir and ruler.
We plotted this together. Now we've taken down the Dark God, Max, and you and me can truly rule the world as we were destined to. I have control over everything that you say, and now I have control over the world around you. How do you think Max knew the song, Sterling?
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Wait a minute. I thought Max was sleeping on Lizzie's couch. I didn't realize that
I sleep where I want.
you're Liberty's roommate?
Maybe. We don't know. Max is free as the wind. He goes where he pleases or dares.
And besides, I only find him on my couch after Shadows brought him in.
It's true. He brings me in like I'm a duck decoy, and he's just limp in his mouth.
Hey, I think I have a connection now. Alright, I'm not going to repeat the joke about jaywalking a third time. Alright, everyone do me a favor and pretend I said something really funny and laugh so Riley can make it sound like my joke was funny. Alright, cool.
Shit, it was even funnier the second time.
Also, Riley and Domi leave that whole bit between Max and Liberty in.
Alright, it is now officially Riley's turn.
I don't know, I feel like we established enough fun facts for this episode.
Yeah, you missed the whole bit while you were gone.
Hi, I'm Riley. I play Sterling, they for both, and we can skip it if we want, but I wrote a poem from Sterling's dream journal this morning.
No, that needs to stay in. That's incredibly important to me.
We do love Sterling Slam poetry.
We're in paradise, and we are not. A sour scent, strong and thick in the streets. Some of them notice, but cast it from their thoughts. Poison clouds seeping as it begins to eat. I keep going, the hard roads crumbling. Long caustic tentacles, bumping, fumbling. I keep going, the dirt still clinging. People shopping, alarms ringing. Each time I go as fast as I can, towards the danger, but it always ends here. Each ending right where I began. I wake up in paradise, wondering why dreams bring fear.
Very nice. And remember how I said this is going to be a low-rolling session? You can still have the bonus dice. Won't do you any good, but have it.
Thank you.
I told you, you need to stop eating leftovers before you go to bed every night. It's upsetting your stomach. Your whole condition is just completely upset by the things that you're eating.
And I told you, I will not stop.
Actually, Doctor, you might be onto something, says Dr. Feelgood, because I remember studying something, an elective in my academic days. There are certain foods that can make you have a very vivid and confusing dreams. There's a small study that says something about pickles, peanut butter, and apple juice all have certain enzymes and acids or some shit that make you have those kinds of dreams. Anyway, Sterling, how did you enjoy those 2 jars of pickles Lizzie gave you and all the peanut butter and apple juice I gave you?
It was the perfect pre-sleep combo. Those flavors really mix together well.
Oh, I thought you would eat them separately, but I guess in the stomach they're all the same. Anyway, that bit aside, so for this week's Blaze Daddy Fact, this is now the second podcast I've been on that did a Carmen Sandiego song parody. Check out Bard Rock Cafe if you haven't already. Last time, we did a brief time skip where everyone recharged their harm and stress and also completed a small short-term project. And then Sterling's old friend, Liberty Mutual, arrived in Tightwad via train, and ESPN told her the lengthy tale of their ventures to date, as well as the dark secrets they have uncovered so far about Lantern Corp. Liberty was about to take the train back to Paradise when everyone remembered they have all that shit from the train locker to learn even more dark and juicy Lantern Corp secrets from the contents of Benny's locker. And that's where we resume our tale. Liberty up to speed, the time finally comes to you to go through the contents of Benny's train locker. Inside this large storage container, you find detailed records and documentation showing Lantern Corp is run by vampires, which you already knew. Detailed records and documentation showing the volcano cities aren't actually primarily geothermal power, and basically the volcanoes have been converted into incinerators to turn spirits into raw electricity. Benny's personal journals dating back several hundred centuries of human history. 5 large crates full of documentation on 5 secret Lantern Corp projects. A refrigerator unit containing 10 gallons of Max's blood accumulated over the last 200 years. A manila envelope labeled Operation Hostile Takeover. And a large folder labeled Cure for Vampirism with a question mark at the end.
Does blood have an expiration date? That's my first question. Because there's way too much of it in here to actually...
So many jars of jelly. Oh my goodness.
From an alchemical standpoint, there is a point where it's no longer useful for medicinal purposes. But if, in terms of its being acidic to vampires, it's probably still very good for its intended use.
I can't believe... Okay, so, sure. There's all these papers. Lantern Corp's run by vampires. Okay. I can start to incorporate that into my worldview, right? Why would they write it down?
They didn't write it. This isn't like he stole records from, he has detailed proof that they're vampires. Because he's you look into it and, there's the, he's here's the proof they're vampires. Not just him, I, Benny Franks, am attesting that these two are vampires. And here's them loudly saying, I am a vampire, ma ha ha ha. No, there's, evidence, pictures of them drinking blood from the neck. There is, a mechanical explanation for how they drain the soul energy from the electrical network, that kind of stuff. Yeah, there's an explanation for how Procter and Gamble converted themselves from blood-sucking vampires to soul-sucking vampires, and that's why they made the city soul-powered. That kind of stuff.
There is so much information here.
Should we all just reach in and grab something?
Well, if you want to, Max begins to unbuckle things.
No. We're talking about the crates, Max. The crates of information.
Oh.
We need to reach in and grab... We want to try to educate ourselves as to what it is we're up against and what it is we need to tell the world.
Liberty's already grabbed something and is going through it. Telling the world is what I do.
Yeah, with the help of the people at Tightwad, everyone distributes the 5 crates. You each have 5.
He's still pulling out his penis, isn't he?
No.
No. I put Slim Jim away.
And Jisne's here, I invented you a better belt, Max. Here you go. And Max, do you take the belt Jisne gives you?
Sure.
You find that there's a complex biometric lock that prevents you from pulling your pants down. It's gonna make peeing super annoying.
Does it also have a retractable clip that I can attach to my bandolier?
Yes, you can carry Max around using a bandolier. For Max. If I had a nickel for every podcast I or a friend is in that involved a baby Bjorn, I'd be up to 3 nickels now. Check out Bard Rock Cafe and Agents of Damned.
Just a leash.
Lizzie, we're in your hometown. Why don't you do the honors of letting us know the first horrible thing that's probably going to make me wish that I was not alive anymore than I already do.
So just for the audience, before the session, I DM'd each of the players, including Domi/Liberty, basically the contents of the crate they specifically are going through, as these are divvied up to each of them individually. So yes, at Winston's suggestion, Queenie may go first. You don't need to read word for word. Please put in your own words Lizzie's reaction to this and how she tells the group about it.
I did not plan to. As Lizzie's looking through the crate that she has, she starts just spewing a line of cuss words. No, I'm not going to go through that line of cuss words.
I mean, we have explicit tags, you can.
I understand that, but I do try to keep it PG.
Find me in the Alps.
Out of curiosity, are there any Tightwad members around?
I mean, you're doing this in Wilson Nelly's bar, so yeah.
Okay.
Lord and Taylor, at least, are right there.
I look up at Nelson and Swift and Victor, and I'm like, well, I know what happened to the girls. And I go forth and I explain that the grade I have is for a project called Operation Candy Van. It seems that Gamble, even though he can survive on spirit energy as this stupid vampire, still prefers to drink human blood and has gone around and created a task force to abduct people who won't be missed, either wastelanders or unemployed people in the cities. And that's what's happened to the girls. AKA, Gamble drank them to death.
He called it Operation Candy Van?
Yes.
I mean, the fact that you're drinking blood alone is disturbing, but then you have to name it Operation Candy Van?
I'm just reading what the paperwork says. Don't tell me.
I understand.
Tell Benny.
It gives me the ick. It gives me the ick.
That was the whole point in it, I think.
Liberty's writing all of this down while still hastily going through her own stuff.
There's smoke coming off that pencil.
When that van drove through town the other day, we thought they were just coming to buy some of our homegrown produce, because sometimes folks do that from the cities. We didn't think that they were abducting people. We're very suspicious of unmarked vans showing up for supplies from now on.
Put some security up at the border.
Have you seen our border? We have so much security. There's guard towers with gunmen, but this van probably claims so.
I'm not talking about that kind of security. I'm talking about information. I'm talking about tracking and trailing people to make sure you know where they're going, where they're coming from.
Oh, we thought you wanted us to just build a big, beautiful wall. Gotcha.
No, that will never work. I mean, what are you going to do? Build a wall across an entire border? I mean, you're not going to stop everyone from getting in. That's just absolutely ridiculous.
I mean, there is one country that famously did that somewhere in the neighborhood of 1,500 years ago.
Yes, but that's when horses were the... Oh, anyways, regardless, we're not talking about this anymore. Liberty, what did you find?
Okay, so, still processing the vampire thing a little bit, right? But I've got this thing, Project Sunlight. A couple hundred years back, the vampires found a family, a human family that had... There was something in their blood, some kind of, genetic thing that made it so that when they drank it, they lost their sunlight weakness, the vampires. They all got killed off, though, and there's only one survivor, a guy named Joseph Dunman, but he had another mutation.
Wait. Hold off. Joseph Dunman?
Yeah? Should I know who that is?
That would be Max's name when he's lucid.
What?
Oh. Right, because you said, and she flips back through some of her notes, Max's blood is toxic to vampires. Yeah, that's what it says here, too.
So, one by one, they drank the blood of every person in Max's lineage until eventually his lineage developed a natural defense against it.
Sounds like it.
They adapted and they mutated, and now...
Then we end up with Max.
Hello.
And it also looks like if Max's blood wasn't toxic to them, it would still give them that power. But okay, so it says here Dunman killed all the vampires that had the immunity, though. So the vampires are trying to figure out how to get that blood back.
That's why they took his arm and his leg.
It says here they have 2 potential candidates that were too young to be tested on. They were worried that if they took too many blood withdrawals, they might kill the subjects, and they were too valuable to risk terminating like that, right?
Wait, as in two two young subjects that were vampires or two young subjects that were... Did Max have kids? Holy shit.
I'm sorry? What?
Max doesn't, but Joseph might.
But they should be... Yeah, Benny's notes here say that the subjects would be reaching the age... last week, where they're ready for testing. The facility where it's being set up is Research Enterprises Industrial here. And she shows the paper to show you exactly where the facility is.
Which I forgot to put in my notes is in the Seattle area. The ruins of Seattle is where REI, the Real Life Corporation's corporate headquarters, is. So REI has been repurposed into the use of modern REI. Their building is the research facility, basically. I missed that one sentence when I was writing your thingy, sorry.
No worries at all.
So it looks like we have a lot more to do than visit some tourist attractions.
I mean, giving you more reasons to go to Seattle certainly doesn't upset me. Everything else about this does, though.
Well, I mean, you could go there, but if memory serves, the French took over that area at some point and renamed it Site-Le. Otherwise known as the Butt.
That's not right.
I don't think that's correct, Max.
Wait, what in the butt?
What?
Feel good, what are you talking about?
I'm just making sure I heard that correct. I said, what? And I said, what's in the butt? I didn't hear everything, I was clarifying.
It's funny your name is Feelgood and you were talking about the butt. Oh.
Max, were you able to find anything inside of your crate?
Oh yes, I sleep there often.
No, not
I have a pillow, and my rats keep me company, and Thomas, two mice, they speak softly into my ears and whisper me into a lullaby of lucid dreams, where I am so pretty.
Sterling, do you want to help Max out with his box? Maybe... Thank you.
I'll lean over, read over his shoulder.
Oh. Okay, let's take a look. There's some papers in here. Let's see. It is something I was perusing earlier as something called Project Starfish. Apparently, there has been some experimentation with genetic splicing, and apparently the test subjects originally used were made with starfish and lizards, and Max leans really close to Sterling. Look me in the eye.
Okay.
Yes, I could see some genetic splicing going on there. It might be why you can turn into a giant, cuddly version of a dinosaur. We'll put a pin in it. As Max draws a pin from inside his coat and makes the stab.
Sterling points at one of the words on the paper where it says Research Enterprises Industrial.
Yes, sir.
Is that talking about Sitla again?
Why are these vampires so interested in Seattle?
I don't know.
What was Seattle known for in the before times?
Oh, coffee. All the coffee.
Rain.
Oh, that too.
The Dr. Feelgood chimes in and says, well, you might recall, the ruins of Seattle, there was a time when they were a very technologically advanced place called Circuit City. So I believe because those ruins are otherwise abandoned, Lantern Corp would want to take advantage of those highly technological resources and would make the perfect place for them to have a secret place that they could do research no one's monitoring. There's a very good chance Lantern Corp basically just has an entire secret settlement of very loyal researchers and soldiers in the greater Seattle area, pretending that it's just abandoned ruins.
That would make sense. I mean, it isn't that far-fetched to imagine a scenario where a prospective attacker would collect and grow live cells from a targeted person, and even eventually build a personally targeted tool against them. Perhaps an easier way to collect genetic information would be through gene hacking. It is likely that in the future there will be massive genetic databases. Like other databases, genetic databases will not be immune to cyber attacks, though. Instead of trying to collect information from a tissue or a strand of hair that a particular person has left behind, gene hackers would be able to collect genetic information by hacking into a database.
So you mean to tell me that people would voluntarily take their information, swab their cheek, and give their DNA to a private corporation?
Oh, yes, absolutely. It happened all the time last Tuesday.
For what benefit?
Well, if you want to potentially target groups...
Mostly to find out whether or not your ancient ancestors had sex with somebody of a race you don't belong to.
Ooh, feel good. Ouch.
Not really.
Like, you're I'm 1% Native American. That just means that someone in your family did a sex act with a Native American that had nothing to do with the rest of that culture for the next 200 years. Yeah, I'm calling you out, Ancestry.com users that are so proud of the fact they're 99% white.
I am like 99% Irish, so, ow.
So, Lantern Corp just has a cult compound in Seattle, is what I'm hearing. A cult compound of scientists. This is good stuff. And she keeps writing.
It says their goal was a platoon of genetically enhanced super soldiers with regenerative properties.
So we need to hope that they weren't particularly successful if we're heading over there.
Or the super soldiers, the homunculi.
Dr. Fielding's like, what are the chances that 3 different unique scientists created successful super soldier experiments in the Pacific Northwest area?
What are the chances that a group of nobodies should get together, one having lizard-like tendencies? I haven't tested thoroughly if Riley can grow fingers back. They won't let me near them. And then another who's a super skilled crack shot. I mean, that could just be genetics and upbringing, but then there's the good doctor who can see and control ghosts. Who would suspect that all these people would come together under one roof and blow the cover off of a massive vampiric takeover?
If only there was some sort of vampire mastermind who was carefully curating a perfect team to take down the corporation that wronged him.
Do we have any information as to who the Lantern representative is running REI, or if they're a vampire, or...
Not here. Yeah, you probably would. Paul didn't write it, because Paul didn't think that far ahead. I need a clever name for a fucking... Oh, actually, no. What am I talking about? Of course I know. It's being run by Duncan Hines. Wait a minute, I already have an evil mastermind scientist. Why would I make another one?
Of course it's Hines. All right, Sterling, do you mind if I go?
Go for it.
I don't know why this is here, because Winston just picks up the pages off the top, because this is just a bunch of brochures for the happiest place on earth. We had a stack of these in the orphanage growing up, and we used to read it and pretend that we were going to the theme park to be able to go on all the rides and see all the fun characters and eat the delicious foods, and then one day they all burned up in a fire, and then since then we haven't seen them again. And then Winston looks to the side and sees okay, these look to be like electric schematics. What is this? Project Walter. Huh.
Do you need somebody technically minded to read them, or are you good? Dr. Fielding's right here. Yeah, okay.
This is what I'm certified in. A powerful prime soul. If it's sufficiently strong and old, can be implanted into the power grid to affect it in a way that a spirit does not. And this one of these prime souls has been installed in the happiest place on Earth down in Florida. But Lantern lost control of it to Bastille Corporation. It's been contested using local militia to wage a proxy war, and they're trying to recover the site, but... Wait a minute, isn't this the same project that Liberty that you reported on a few weeks ago?
I didn't know about this project, but there was... She pulls up the correct section of her notebook and says, there was a death. There was a Lantern Corp employee who died in Florida named Red Robin.
Wait a minute, the combat critter competitor? The famous one who was just below champion status?
Yeah, and then they didn't they mysteriously drop out or something?
Yeah, he was supposed to defend his position against, I believe, TJ Maxx took over for him afterwards. That dickhead.
No, it's actually Raymore Flanagan. TJ Maxx is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Analog.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, Raymore Flanagan's the guy with the taser roof.
Sorry, Raymore Flanagan.
And then he disappeared just to get recruited into this proxy war and die in the happiest place on Earth.
What's a prime soul? God, I have more things to ask Penny now. I have to spend more time with him than I care to.
Winston, you may roll your choice of survey or study. I'll give you a bonus die because you did get board certified in this topic.
Can I donate my bonus die?
Can I donate my bonus die with all of my background research into the happiest place on Earth?
Sure. I mean, you can take stress for the character sheet you didn't fill out.
Totally.
That's a 5.
Okay, with a 5, Winston, you're not going to remember all the details, but you remember a prime soul is basically a soul that from early age has a lot of potential, and through forming human connections, and it usually gains a lot of spiritual energy in and of itself. People with prime souls they tend to be very influential, very kind, very charismatic, and more often than not, they also end up being spectrologists because they have a strong innate ability to connect to other people's souls.
Wait, I know Dee said that if we can get Nathan's soul bottle back, that has the main portion of his soul, his backup, we could make him more powerful than anything that we've ever seen. Shit, Nathan's a prime soul. God damn it.
You put those pieces together really quick and you realize in hindsight, the test you failed that made them adopt Nathan was to determine whether or not you were a prime soul.
He's never gonna let me live this down. Okay.
Never let you live what down, bud?
Nothing, Nate. I have a lot to tell you, apparently, about what's been happening. I didn't even realize you could hear what was going on.
Oh yeah, you left my bottle uncorked after I sucked my own soul out of Nathan last episode, 2 episodes ago.
Whoa, that's a hard PG-13, sir.
I think sucking your own soul might be a hard NC-17, actually.
And here I was worried about a spew of cuss words.
And commercials. Enjoy what you're hearing? Rate us on your favorite podcatcher. Reviews on platforms like Apple, Spotify, or Good Pods help new listeners find our content. It's a completely free way to support the show. Thanks for listening.
Welcome to a world of adventure, where Pokemon run the show. Omens of Ruin tells a story in the universe of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon filled with fun characters.
I have a friend who's stuck and can't get over the tree trunk. Would you be able to help us?
Is your friend made of honey?
Mal, are you made of honey?
Scary monsters.
Leave us alone! Ah.
And many mysteries to get to the bottom of. They might be your new, guildmates. They might not. Who knows?
Do you know?
Do I? Well, I gotta go.
Hey!
Oh, man.
And, of course, the dice. You better hope I don't crit.
I am praying.
I crit.
God!
I'm sorry.
Check out this Explorers of Fate adventure in Omens of Ruin, wherever you find your podcasts.
Anyway, Nathan's spirit is like, okay, I'm gonna go back to reading in my room, and goes back in his bottle.
How does he fit the book in there?
Mind Palace.
So he can only read books he's already memorized. Poor thing.
No, I mean, it's fine because he's absorbed 2 other portions of his soul, so he can read them. He gets to read the books that his other selves read, right? So it's new to him.
So he's got new books to read.
There's a disturbing amount of Babysitter's Club in there. I'm just going to say it. He might get mad at me for saying it, but he has literally almost every single edition of the Babysitter's Club in there.
That's very wholesome.
Sterling, last but certainly not least, do you want to let us know what... Nothing can possibly be worse than what we've already heard.
Oh, wait until you hear about the mutations that this genetic tinkering can cause.
The nanny program? It seems kind of boring. It's quarterly evaluations by Lantern Corp. To incentivize work, they offer to remove distracting children from underperforming workers. It says that over 50% of the orphanage population in Lantern Corp cities it comes from this program.
What?
Sterling keeps flipping through pages to a list of names. It looks like I was flagged, and Winston, your name's on here.
No.
No,
they didn't.
Do you know Nathan's last name?
They didn't care. They cared more about their work than they did about me. No, I'm sorry. And Winston just leaves the room.
Wait, Winston. I think it was the opposite. They didn't care enough about their work. Did he leave or did he hear that?
Long gone.
Oh shit.
I mean, Sterling is canonically faster, so... Like, even if Sterling wasn't faster on foot, Sterling has literal rocket feet.
Huh.
We always like Sterling's little rocket feet.
Because this feels like an important bit of information for him to have, but also balancing that with wanting to respect his space.
Sorry, run that by me again. What exactly is going on with you and the doctor?
Lantern Corp takes the children from workers that don't work hard enough and puts them in the orphanages. And that's what happened to Doc, and Nathan Johnson is on this list. It's not a very common name, so I don't know.
Got it. I'm sorry to hear that.
I mean, there's enough data in there about, like, the adoption records. Nathan Johnson was eventually adopted by the famous family, so you get there eventually.
What if I go to the door and yell one more time for Winston, and then he can choose whether he pauses or fucks off?
Winston comes back in with like stark red eyes. Like he looks like he just was either crying or inhaling copious amounts of dank marijuana. Leave it up to you to choose based off of the context of this scene. Yeah. Okay. Just tell me everything, because I'm gonna have to know somehow and at some point, because I have to stop this. I can't let any other kid other than the ones that have already been affected by this have to deal with this. They can't have the life I had. So let's just tell me now, rip the Band-Aid off so I can move on.
Well, I just think that you and Nathan, it looks like your parents did care more about you than their work, and that's why Lantern Corp did that. But yeah, we need to stop this from happening to more people.
Wait, was it a voluntary program or was it an involuntary program?
It's quarterly evaluations for underperforming workers. They didn't have a choice.
They could have quit. They could have left. They could have done something different. They could have...
Yeah, I know.
My good doctor,
What?
I think that we need to take a moment and understand that we are all brought into this world, whether we want to be or not. And some parents, sometimes they just don't have a choice in the matter. But whatever we find, and my broken hands, I will take his in mine. I am here for you, my son.
Winston just wraps his arms around Max and starts crying into his rat pelt coat. Like,
Oh, too tight!
This is too. This is not fair. This is too much. This is.
You re-broke my collarbone. That's okay. Let it out.
Winston suddenly feels a hand on his shoulder and is like, "Hey, Doc, you're always welcome here in Tightwad. We all love you. Including Paul."
It's just. It hurts worse to know that it didn't need to be this way. None of us needed to be in this position. Max did not need to live for 200 years being tortured. Liberty did not need to devote the entirety of her life to exposing these horrible secrets. Sterling did not need to have to hate their parents and have a dinosaur bone grafted into their head. And you did not need to lose your mom the way that you did. None of us needed to go through any of this.
We'll make them pay.
You may always may.
You're right. None of us had to go through this. That's why I do what I do, Dr. Thoreau. It sucks. It sucks a lot. And I'm not going to pretend that what Lantern Corp has done to me doesn't suck. But I wouldn't think about doing anything else with my life. Ever. And if I knew that this was happening to other people, I would like to think I'd do the same, even if I never dealt with it. We gotta stop this so that it can't happen anymore.
Does anybody remember when we tried to figure out the fastest way down a mountainside using some tarps and wheels on a cart?
Yeah, we had to get the postage up the stairs.
Yes. Can we go back to those days? I'm very confused about all this. It was clear goal in mind. Back then, trying to make a bunch of books in a cart fly off a mountain. That's my thing. I can do that. But you're talking about all these people and grafts and denim splicing and...
I've seen what you're capable of, Max. You have a brilliant mind and a wealth of knowledge. You have a tactical skill set and a thirst for adventure. You are fiercely loyal and deeply combative and wonderfully kind. You are everything that the weight of your years has provided. A coal needs pressure to create a diamond, my friend.
But I'm just saying, I'm just Max. And I'm here for all of you, Liberty included. I've taken a shine to you in the short time we've known each other.
I appreciate that, Max.
But I don't know if I can... You've lost your parents. Lizzie lost her mother recently. We have no idea what happened to Sterling's parents. People are chasing us now. I'm a little frightened. I'm just an old man who's... I'm confused.
Hey, I don't want to hear that. Because, okay, look, Lantern Corp fucked me, right? And I don't... The bad thing about how Lantern Corp fucked me is that I didn't get any superpowers out of the deal, right? I'm doing what I can every day to make sure that Lantern Corp can't do anything. Shit sucks out there. And I'm just a person. I'm just a person with
The
a
liberty
radio.
that is your superpower. There's not a lot of people that have the guts to do what you do. Your superpower is your guts.
But that's what I'm saying, right? I can't just sit here and listen to you all say that you can't do this. I go out there and I face up to the truth every day. Today I came in here and I incorporated vampires into my fucking worldview, alright? Because it's what's happening.
No, you're right.
Doctor, Max, you need to do the same, because Lantern Corp gave you the tools that you need to take them down.
No, forget about it. We have a delivery to make. We have a radio that we need to install at the top of the Space Needle in Seattle. We have a job to do that's as simple and as easy as wheeling a cart up 5,000 flights of stairs. So let's get in our hot dog car. Let's drive to Seattle. And when we get there, let's fuck things up.
And when you do, everyone will know.
And Dr. Feelgood looks at this radio transmitter like, my girl, you say you didn't get superpowers, but you built this complex, very powerful radio transmitter out of what appears to be garbage.
I'm self-taught.
I would call that a superpower.
Super duper power.
My superpower, yeah, I'm a crack shot, but Swift is faster than me. Most of mine's just because of equipment that Lantern Corp made. I don't have any real superpower.
You are a cyborg, you realize. You have, like, half of your body is metal at this point.
Yeah, Lantern Corp literally gave you the things that gave you superpowers.
Right.
Maybe, but still.
Anyway, Sterling, you do find, going through that box, basically there's employee evaluations for many of the employees that were selected for the nanny program or considered, including one for your parents. Basically just says your parents straightened up and flew right, and that's why Sterling didn't get taken away. There's also one for Nathaniel Johnson, Sr., that basically says Nathaniel Johnson, Sr., after Lantern Corp took away his son, dedicated his life to fighting Lantern Corp in legal battles and co-founded the law firm Johnson & Johnson with his brother. And then there's one for Winston Thoreau's father. I assume Winston would like to read that one himself.
I would love to read that.
So basically, your father, after Lantern Corp took away his son, continued to be a disruptive and unproductive employee, so they decided to put distance between you. Your father was sent to the contested area with all of the proxy wars in Florida as a Lantern Corp employee, because they thought if they put enough distance between him and his son, he would focus on his work. There's an indicator that he died, and his soul was inserted into an automaton.
Oh. At least he's still around in some way. Holy shit. Sterling, how are you processing all of this?
That's a good question. I don't know what we can do, but we need to... This is a bad system. We need to take it apart.
I said we start by beating them in that race.
Yeah.
There are 2 more items left to go through in Benny's train locker. There is the letter that says hostile takeover and the one that says cure for vampirism ? They both have like little sticky notes that said on them for Winston.
Okay, let's open up hostile takeover.
In the envelope, you find a letter. Winston, if you're reading this, the time has either come to enact my plan, or my former colleagues of Lantern Corporation have either eliminated or captured me. Possibly all 3, I don't know. I hope you have reviewed all of the contents of my locker before this. If not, please go back and review all the other stuff before continuing with this packet. I have in this locker enough damning evidence to destroy public faith in Lantern Corp. The problem is, if you distribute it openly and without a plan of attack, they will massacre people in droves and start over. That is why my plan involves two things. Step 1. You will find someone, or a network of people, who quietly tell the truth to the masses. Enough people know and believe the truth, you'll have no shortage of volunteers to help you enact the second stage. Step 2. I have in the refrigerator unit in this locker, which has its own power source, a very large quantity of Max's blood, which is conveniently typo negative. It is acidic to vampires, and will burn the flesh on contact, but that's not usually lethal to them due to their high resilience and healing factor. If you can find a way to either feed it to them, have them inhale it, or inject them with it, it will destroy their bodies from the inside out. I've had several ideas over the years, but never found the resources to do it. Safely inserting it into the water supply, aerosolizing it maybe, or somehow inoculating the public with a blood transfusion so that they're all poisonous to vampires are the best ideas I've had, but I have not had the resources to do any of these plans. I know that you and your crew are all very creative and capable. I'm sure you'll find a way to weaponize it, especially if you can find a capable alchemist to work with it. I also know that I am not innocent in all this. For centuries, I was a lapdog to Procter & Gamble. Most vampires became slaves to their bloodlust, and I was one of the fortunate few who maintained some degree of morals from their life. But I was also a coward, unwilling to stand up to the stronger vampires. It was only when I met Max and found inspiration to truly rise against my brethren of the night. I am sure he'll never truly forgive me, but I hope this makes amends. If you all see fit, remove me from the rest of my kind as part of your plan. If you all can find it in your hearts to give this old bloodsucker another chance, please look at my notes on the cure for vampirism also within this locker. The remainder of the envelope includes several partially completed sets of alchemical formulas that Benny had worked on but not yet completed for distribution of the weaponization of Max's blood. Basically, he has part of the stuff you need for any of those 3 ideas he suggested about turning Max's blood into a weapon.
Liberty, you heard what this letter said, right? That we need to move slowly. I have another question for you. Have you ever been to the library?
Oh, yeah. Where? I gotta get my information from somewhere.
Lizzie, go get Tightwad's librarian, because we need to get them together with Liberty to come up with a plan to distribute this information. They can do it subtly and without alerting Lantern Corp as to how much and how damning this information is.
Yeah, we can set up an information campaign real easy. In combination with my show and using the network of librarians, I think we got a real shot at this.
I go get...
And I already have the name, actually. I'm very proud of this one. King Christian might have been you get there. King Christian was the librarian who taught when you were children that Charles Norris personally trained. You get their apprentice who was taken over as the librarian in their old age, Pat Braisley. You get this man, he's 5'3", a little rotund. This guy is super obsessed with science. He has big thick glasses. He's carrying a bunch of old sci-fi books, and he's huffing a little bit. He's an old asthmatic.
I was going with Christian Kane that played on the librarians.
I get you, but Tightwad's thing is country stars. So I introducing this librarian, I had this plan because Brad Paisley described in the song Online a guy who would be a perfect librarian. He's a sci-fi fanatic, a mild asthmatic, 5'3" and overweight. I'm not going to throw that character away.
Yes, he did.
So this guy who is exactly 5'3", a mild asthmatic, and carrying 50 issues of the fucking X-Men with him, shows up hi guys, what can I help you with?
Sir, what was your name again?
My name is Pat Braisley.
Mr. Braisley, Liberty Mutual, great to meet you. We've got a lot of work to do.
Pleasure to meet you. Oh, okay. He pulls out an inhaler and takes the biggest huff from his inhaler. All right, catch me up to speed. And I would assume he does that after you read The Cure for Vampirism, though.
Yeah. Liberty's Notebook is, at this point, the single book that could take down Lantern Corp.
Why don't we start by making another copy of that?
I agree. Yes. Here you go, stranger we just met. Here's all of our information.
Excuse me, I'm no stranger. I have dinner with the mayor and Lizzie's parents on the regular. I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm sorry, I forgot my voice. I'm supposed to be nasally. Anyway, don't worry. Lizzie, can you just really quickly just come over here and just hold your Pip-Boy over this book for me?
Yeah, and I do so.
The Pip-Boy scans the book and downloads the entire fucking notebook. He just pulls out a steampunk USB drive, plugs it into your Pip-Boy. Okay, I got a copy.
Very impressive.
Yeah, I know who he is. I didn't know you were the librarian.
It's been a while since you moved, so yeah, no, your librarian, he retired about 2 years ago.
Oh.
And no, he moved on up to the town of nowhere. He's enjoying retirement with the Amish.
We'll make sure to say hi when we stop by.
Yeah.
All right. Do we want to know the cure for vampirism, or I'm assuming it just says stab them in the neck or burn them with blood or something along those lines. Just kill them all.
Burn them with necks and stab them with blood.
That's the cure for vampires being alive. Just freeze some blood into the shape of a snake. Alright, so do you open the large folder labeled Cure for Vampirism ?
I do, and a bunch of snakes pop out, like when you're opening a joke can of peanut brittle.
Lizzie does.
The thick folder for Cure for Vampirism ? Is another complex set of chemical formulas. There's one key ingredient missing. They see Benny has 1,000 versions of the same equation, but there's a piece missing that doesn't complete the chemical formula. His notes say he needs water from the Fountain of Youth, and there's a note that says, help Max remember where the Fountain of Youth is hidden.
Did you just say does this say Fountain of Youth? Like Ponce de Leon Fountain of Youth?
Yeah, sure. Why not? There's vampires, they know where the Fountain of Youth is. Yeah. This is where my day's at.
No, they don't. That's the thing. Only Max knows. That's clear from Benny's notes. All Benny has is an additional sticker that says, somewhere in Circuit City, cross out Seattle, ?
Of course it's in Seattle. Everything's in Seattle.
Maybe that's why they've started doing all the research in Seattle.
I think Lizzie might have a point.
You mean for once I'm right?
Oh, dear sweet summer sausage Lizzie. You're always right.
We have enough vampire blood to bring Max back to lucidity maybe 2 more times. Unless D can somehow hack together another dose or 2.
Teacher Dace is actually oh yeah, you're supposed to tell me which blood do you want me to use. You have 3 gallons of blood from that one guy you crushed into a fine paste. He was a blood-sucking vampire. He's one of the Pickles brothers. We have 3 vials of blood from Samantha Sung, which, according to Benny's notes here, she is. I'm not clear how this works exactly.
All right,
she is an emotional vampire.
Can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm going to leave this up to you, Max.
Leave up to what?
Whose blood would you like to have in your body? Your ex-wife's, or the people that betrayed you and left you for dead?
I appreciate the consent, but this is getting weird. Why would I want somebody else's blood in my body?
Getting weird, he says.
Oh, you just need a transfusion, darling. It's for medical reasons.
I love that this is the point where it's getting weird. That's the thing that struck me in that shit.
I'm fit as a fiddle. Happy as a clam.
Max, you just had 7 gallons of blood transfused into you over the past week.
Well, yeah, I was thirsty.
Alright, D, go... How hard would it be to make a sample of each?
You're leaving for the race tomorrow? I can have 1 sample ready before you leave town. Which one do you want to take with you in case Max dies?
Pickles, because of the fact that they're more blood.
I mean, the more blood thing isn't me giving you guys a hint of some sort. It's legitimately because you just squeezed the guy like a fucking orange. where Samantha Sung just gave herself a little bit of phlebotomy. Like she's like, oh, I'm not gonna exsanguinate myself. You actually squeezed all the blood out of a guy.
Wasn't the first time.
But that's
Won't
not
be the last.
which one you should do.
I hug him viciously.
All right, it is Winston's call. Lizzie is saying Pickles. Winston was saying Sung. Which one do you want to go with for sure, Winston?
Sterling, would you like to break the tie?
Sterling pulls out a D6.
As was foretold.
Odds, Pickles, Evens, Sung. Evens. What did I say that was?
Sung.
Alright, so the next time Max is injected with medicine, Justin and I have already agreed what the effects are of the different serum based on which vampire blood is used. The next time it will be the serum made with the blood of a emotional vampire.
We all have enough daddy issues amongst us in this group to be able to feed an emotional vampire for, quite frankly, a century.
Okay, it's one thing when my husband says I have daddy issues. Come on!
Whoa, PG-13 again?
I was saying in character. Oh, jeez.
I have mommy issues in character.
With all this information, you have described an action plan. Does anybody have any last-minute reactions, concerns, anything before Liberty has to get back on the train to Paradise? It is your personal train that you stole, so she can leave at her leisure.
Well, I would just like to say, Liberty, it was a delight. I appreciate every aspect and facet of your multi-pronged talent. And don't ever sell yourself short around me.
Well, thank you, Max. I appreciate it. And she takes a little bow.
Liberty, are you worried about your safety at all?
I mean, I do my radio out of a basement. It's not like I don't know the possibilities there, right?
I go to shake Liberty's hand.
She shakes Sterling's hand. I think I'll be okay.
I give you a knife.
Oh yeah. Good point.
It's just in case.
Where did you get that?
Don't worry about it.
Wait, is that mine? Sterling, you're learning. Good job.
There's also a diagram explaining roughly where 50 knives Sterling's hidden around the wreckage of ESPN headquarters are. If you remember the wreckage.
She puts the knife into her bag. I forget whether I gave you the messenger bag or the backpack that had the radio transmitter in it.
Oh, something I forgot. And Max pulls out a small plastic bag. With all this talk about genetic tinkering and someone as talented as you making something out of nothing, everyone spit in this bag.
I'm sorry?
Spit in the bag. Not you, Liberty. Everyone else spit in the bag, please.
DJ's like, I'm not cloning you all. Neither's Dr. Feelgood.
No, just the four core characters of the Blades in Paradise podcast. Come on.
No, still, the science people are not going to clone you.
Well, I'm just saying, if you could combine all of our genetics into one beautiful rat.
I can't handle all this science.
Max, roll sway on Dr. Feelgood.
I mean, honestly, I just need Lizzie, Sterling, and the good doctor to spit in there. I've already contributed some liquids.
If he succeeds on a sway roll, I'm going to roll skirmish against Dr. Feelgood.
So just to be clear, you want a rat that can control ghosts, is toxic to vampires, is part dinosaur, and can shoot real good.
Yeah, everyone knows about the gun sheet.
And their name will be Stormageddon, bringer of woe.
You won me over, I spit.
I understood that reference. Are you going to roll sway, try and convince Dr. Feelgood to create a, weird Frankenstein's monster abomination of all your DNA?
I'm sure that won't come back to haunt us later in this podcast if this happens.
Roll sway. Do it.
I haven't rolled anything all session.
Go ahead, Max. Roll sway if you dare.
Let's
Do it.
see.
Do it.
Sway. I can only roll 1d6. Okay.
Can I take stress and help?
I mean, I can't stop you.
Please, Dr. Feelgood, please.
Sterling, what are you doing? Don't encourage
I
him.
mean, it sounds outrageous, but the more he describes it, don't you kind of want to see it?
Doctor, I hate to say it, but a super rat does sound pretty cool.
Dr. Feelgood's like, if it makes you feel any better, I already have all your DNA.
I understand, but do you understand how these things work around here? Is that we go ahead and we quote-unquote fund a project, and then inevitably we end up having to fight it and or destroy it ourselves because of our own hubris. It's happened on more than one occasion.
That's true.
What's happened on more than one occasion is most of the kaijus we meet are on our side.
Already done.
Charlie's got you there.
Fine. Go ahead and do it, see what I care. I spit in the bag and I walk out.
Oh no, what have we done?
Dr. Feelgood's like, actually, Sterling, one moment, can I actually just... And he holds up like a very tiny, like, manual drill. Like, I just need a sample of that piece of bone in your skull.
Here, Sterling. Bite on my middle finger. I won't feel it, I swear.
Your spit doesn't have the dinosaur DNA. I'm sorry. No, it's fine. I just get down to the bone. Your forehead's basically got like no tissue between it and the bone. So I'll just take a little scraping, and then we'll put a Band-Aid on there. You'd be good as gold.
Yeah, you look so hardcore with that little pink Band-Aid across your forehead.
I think Sterling could pull a pink Band-Aid off really well.
We lost the plot like 20 minutes ago.
It's fine. I even have, and he pulls out a box of Band-Aids with fucking Stegosauruses on them.
Yes, I can do it. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. He takes your DNA.
Sterling, can you count to 3 using only evens?
So mechanically how this works is Max has started a long-term project to create a genetic super mutant on your guys' behalf.
I take the plastic bag, I close it carefully, put it in my pocket, and then hand Liberty another bag. I've already collected their others.
No, Dr. Feelgood's working on it for you.
Sorry, what did you ask Liberty to do?
Nothing.
just handed you a bag of spit, that's all.
No. I gave you a bag of things that weren't the spit. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, okay. She takes a peek in the bag, winces, I don't know what it is yet, and then she puts it into her backpack.
There's small screams coming from the bag. Those are called heebie-jeebies. There's about 50 of them in there.
Anyway, your Dr. Feelgood project clock is going to be a 12-segment clock. You get 1 segment for free because you already did your downtime activity. You have 11 segments to fill before you get a weird genetic clone of you all.
Oh, very good. Anyone have a good joke?
Would the rat have the steroids in it also?
Yeah, I would actually say that there's probably a rhinovirus in the cocaine juice you drank that makes you genetically stronger, sure.
I need to start a long-term project to counteract this long-term project.
Your long-term project is walking into Dr. Feelgood's lab and just unplugging things.
Flipping tables and smashing vials. And
if I had a nickel for every spectrologist that destroyed my lab, I'd be up to 2 nickels, which is weird.
I have 2 coin in my inventory. I would like to give both of those coin to Dijonay to try to help fund the vampire cure for vampirism project.
So here's the thing, that project cannot progress until you get the thing. So yeah, the project is started as 1 segment. You will get the vast majority of the segments when you have the water from the Fountain of Youth.
Got it.
Alright. Are there any other world-shattering revelations you need to give me before I get back onto the train to paradise?
Only that I am Sterling, Lizzie, and the good doctor's actual genetic father.
That's probably true.
That's patently untrue.
Dijonay looks at her notes and says, nope, they do not have the genetic markers for now.
I'm just funnin'.
I do see something in here that you may or may not be your own grandpa, legally?
How's that weird?
I didn't say it was weird, I just say it's in there.
Right. I've got a lot of librarians to talk to and a lot of writing to do so that I can broadcast.
Don't forget the therapy.
And some therapy.
Pat Braisley just walks behind you onto the train, still reading the notes, like, fucking vampires?
Fucking vampires! I know, right? And she's following right behind him, gets on the train.
This part where, like, a guy turned into a ghost and went into another guy's appendix to pull his ghost out of a mind palace, that's the thing that happened?
They have the proof for everything else!
Okay, and the train just kind of rolls away while this line of conversation keeps happening. And that's where we're going to end. And the next regular episode that airs will be the first episode of The Famous 500.
Fucking vampires.
Fucking vampires!
Is that what we're doing now? Oh, went from PG to R.
I mean, you can have PG-13 fucking. It's just really boring because you can't see anything. It's just basically people like bouncing bed noises and people making sounds. Like, it's just what they did when they made Sex and the City available on TBS. Anyway.
Blades in Paradise is Paul Kinter as Master of Ceremonies, Justin Langston as Maximilian Graves, Queenie as Lizzie Calhoun, Emil Riley as Sterling Ackred, and myself, Jim Remus, as Dr. Winston Thoreau. Domi is our editor, and Allison is our producer. You can directly support this show at patreon.com/bardrockcafe, starting at just $3 a month. We've just updated our Patreon rewards, so now is a perfect time to subscribe. Subscribers can join us on Discord, can come play games with us, and receive access to ad-free episodes and an ever-growing library of bonus content. You can support the podcast for free by sharing us on social media, by word of mouth, or by rating and subscribing on your favorite podcatcher. Lastly, you support us just by listening. Thank you for listening, dear friend.